Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with a new video. And today, it's finally time, the long-awaited Leo showcase video. So I'm not going through her skills, right? Because we had like so many people already made a video about her. So I think her skills are self-explanatory. Obviously for the showcase, she's max skilled. She's Resonance 5, so one thing I want to go through with you guys real quick is her resonances, which is kind of important. So you get the final, for her third skill, DISLYTE Beam, you get final damage up 10%, which is good because you need that extra damage for her third skill for a specific content. I will come to that in a few. Then with her second skill, her crit rate down cannot be resisted upon a critical hit. So basically, she always lands her crit debuff, which is very strong. Then with Reso 3, she gets stats, which she needs. Reso 4, for every enemy killed, crit damage up plus 15%, max 45% effective in subsequent waves. One thing that is important to know for R4, for Leo, many different cases. I already talked to the devs and I need to know, and they need to confirm it, but as of is right now, she only gains the crit damage up when she kills the opponents. If someone else kills the opponents, then she doesn't gain crit damage. Only when Leo kills them, she gains the crit damage up. That's one thing to know, because it says 0 for every enemy killed. It doesn't specify Leo needs to kill them. It just says for every enemy killed. So maybe this is a bug, hopefully, because then we can get, like for PvP content and other stuff, we can get like more reliable her crit damage up, right? And her R5 is just another stat up, and her R6 is useless because basically what that War Goddess buff does, or what is the selling point for her War Goddess buff, constant War Goddess, is her shield. But her shield is just sucks. It's 20%, it's like 400 shield. Doesn't do anything, so R6 is not needed, but R5 is also very good because of extra stats for her attack. So the content I wanted to show you guys is Leo can be used for Dark Star-Lord. So in that second team, I think a lot of you people already saw these kind of teams, or we like the third one is a standard team nowadays. The first one is a standard team as well. And the second team is kind of flawed. Some people use Sally, some people use Unis, stuff like that. But the classic Yan Xuan Brewster combo together. And usually for this spot you run a Gap, maybe an Ophelia, whatever, maybe a Sally, whatever you want to use, right? And you can use Leo for the spot, and she does perfectly fine as well. So I can show you my, is it a record here? I think so. Just to show you, where is it? Here. So I got 6.8 million X++ with Leo in it. With that. She does perfectly fine. So you can use her there. She does her thing. Also, what's really good with her in the second team is she lands the crit debuff, the crit rate debuff, plus Yan Xuan lands the miss rate up. So you have a miss rate up and a crit down from those two units, which synergizes really well together. Obviously, Leo can one-shot all waves of Sonic Rift, which is also very good. You can also use just Mona, works perfectly fine as well. Also for Sonic Rift, you don't need the Resos at all. R0 is fine for Sonic Rift. She, because of her self buff and the reset, she takes 5 turns. As you can see, best turn record 5. It's the same as Mona. It works perfectly fine. So here we are at DISLYTE, Lance, Shadowfire. I think a lot of you will be curious about that as well, how she actually performs in Shadowfire. So I just show you, like, it's the standard team nowadays to reach higher scores in DISLYTE with the DISLYTE, the Anki, Chloe combo, and Meredith as well. And what I can tell you is Leo works perfectly fine, actually. Perfectly fine. She does her job great, adds the damage up, but the only thing you don't need to expect getting, I don't know, 30 million scores or 40 million, like up to 40 million, right? She's around 20 million, I say so. Around 20 mil is where you can get with her in these kind of comps. I think the highest I got with her specifically was 23 million, I believe. I think also with this setup. So here we are, you saw the run. 17 million with this team. Kinda safe, it does the job. The record for 26 mil was without Leo. It was with Alice. I used Alice instead, and I was just using Gaius and Chloe. So if you have that team already without Leo, there's no reason for you to add the Leo in that. Also, which is kind of funny, you can also use Leo for, what's his name again? Shadowstream. Shadowstream also works with her. I did some runs. Was nothing crazy really, but if you have trouble getting higher scores, you can use her 100%. I did like 3, 4, 5 blitz runs just for fun, and she always got over her 10 million. I think the highest was like 14.2 mil with her, but you could also always use something else. You could always use a Tangyuno, Philia, Gaius maybe, but yeah, no, I don't think he's used that much. But with you have a lot of substitute, so it's not really necessary to use Leo for Shadowstream, but good to know that you can use her. So you can use her for Shadowfire, and you can use her for Shadowstream as well, which is quite good because she's very versatile. She has a lot of use. Don't have to swap around relics, right? Because we always hate swapping around relics. So you know, you can use it for Sentinel, you can use it for Shadowfire, you can use it for Shadow Gale. Next thing is coming up after this, and I will just skip to the end here. So here we are back. The run is done. 14.4 million with Leo, and as almost single nuke together with League One. Works perfectly fine. And now we are talking about the big thing. The one thing you already saw in the thumbnail, which is Kronos. So this is my team for Kronos. I show you the stats again. These are the stats of the Leo. Those are the stats for the Black Twin, Xiaoyin, Ollie, and the Ashley. The light set is very important, and with this team I managed to break the leaderboard and got an average of 9.7. I think I could now confidently say I hit world's first under 10 turns in Kronos. Yes, because the other seasons, yeah. So basically, for season 2, world's first under 10 average on Kronos. And so at least something achieved in this game, right? I will show you the run now, and I will go you through that without. Okay, the auto was on, but you get the idea. She does her as free. She does her as free kills, and now we are at the mini boss. So we hit the target. So there's one thing I did for my 10 average for the auto thing. So there's that one issue, also GG Easy talked about it, that Leo's AI right now is kind of stupid, because when you're on this specific, when you're at this specific wave, right, wave 2, on auto, she doesn't always target the big boss. She sometimes likes to target the ads, and if she targets the ads, you cannot kill the big boss there. I already talked to the devs and told them to fix that, that she should fix her AI, that she should always target the big guy. That's one thing to know. So on auto, you just have to click the mini boss all the time, so she clears this the second wave. Now here we are at Kronos. We do the same thing again as free, and we get the crit down. Then we do S3 with the Black Twin. Boom, boom, boom. That was good. And now, hopefully, the RNG works and he targets the Ashley. Perfect. Now, Ollie does his damage. Ashley does her move. Ollie hits again. Xiaoyin does his S3. And either he gets his turn again or it's Leo's move. Boom. And Kronos is dead. And we got 9 turns with this team. Obviously the time is wrong. I mean, we just manualed it. But I can show you one more run on auto. This team works very, very good. Also, what I noticed, which is kinda important to know, is the speed tuning between the Leo and the Black Twin. They do not, like, not every same speed value is actually the same speed value. For example, if both of these units have have 155 speed, then the Black Twin would be at 99% AP at the boss stage and not at 100. If both of them are at 156, they are both on 100% AP, so once Leo does her S3, Black Twin follows up before Kronos moves. For 157, 8 and 9 I don't know if it stays at 100%, but for 160 it's the same thing. 160 is also 100%. So we do it one more time, and this time we auto. Here we target the mini boss. And this sometimes happens as well, right? But if that happens, look what happens now. This is, for example, that's worst possible RNG, by the way. This is, well, it could be worse depending on what the Kronos boss decides to hit, right? But in general, this is now worse RNG. That's now an 11 turn run, which happened yesterday for me, or last night. Because Xiaoyin didn't properly push Kronos back and push himself up. Because of that, Leo moving is completely fine. That's completely fine. Which shouldn't be happening is that the Black Twin moves though. And because he didn't push back decent enough, the Black Twin moved. But if he would have done that, it would have been a 10 turn run. So that's for that. So here we are showcasing you Leora in PvP. For PvP I run a different build. I like to have a lot of speed on my units, and with the crit rate, crit damage and attacks. So she suffers a little bit when it comes to the damage output, but she has the speed I want her to have. Also she has decent HP value, quite tanky as well. And let's just go with it, and I show you a cleave team with Leora, how I like to run it. So first of all, we buff up with the units to get the turn advantage, obviously. So Zora assisted because of her R6 effect. Ashley does her thing to get the attack buff going. Zora is here for the defense break. And now we can basically choose what we want to attack. I like hitting the Arid with her S3. removing him from the game. And I like running Leo before the guy, so she, first of all, when she kills, she gains additional crit damage, right? That's the first thing. And when she kills, there's less targets for guys' lightnings to hit, so he basically also does more damage. I will just show you one more because I don't want this video to get too long, but you get the general idea. No, we're waiting till we get our turn because Avatar procs are too insane in this game. Also, Lilith, please nerf Avatara. Seriously, nerf Avatara. Nerf it to the ground. We target the Jinyu Yao to make sure she dies. And then we got 2 targets left for the guys to attack. And that's it. That's how we do our PvP. It's not like a team that beats everything. I also pick my fights, right? At high ranks. But in general, that's what I like to use. Also, guys, if you want to see PvP, more PvP stuff about Leo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you didn't already, and also leave a comment down below if you want to see Leo in action in Holo Battle as well as a knockout. Also, I will do a little bit more testing on Elaine, and once I get Uday to R6, I will also test her as well. I have it R5 now, so one more copy. I think I will get it this weekend, and then I will showcase her as well. So guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.